Hi guys, and welcome back. So in my Paralives game, I've decided to stress test it when it comes to mods. And I wonder if you can guess on how many mods I've gotten right now. I am on a full 308 mods. It's in use, and all of them seem to be working. So don't worry, I'm not going to go through the list with you. But what I can say is initially when I loaded up, after placing these mods in my game just through Steam Workshop, my game was lagging a lot and not everything showed up. What I did have to do is I did have to use the method where you click on the little folder that shows you where it's saved. And then I moved it, I went one up, like I showed in two of my other videos, and I moved it to my Paralives folder. If you want to know exactly how to do that, the other two videos I can link for you in the description, and you can go take a closer look. Anyhow, once I did that, I quit and I cleared my cache, and then I came back in, and then everything actually ran smoothly. So that's one tip I have for you. Yes, you can most definitely have more than 50 mods in your game at the moment. If your computer can run it, that's something extra I should add. Does it add extra stress to your game? For sure. Your computer does need to be able to, render so much more and display so much more. But you can definitely do it. So after the last update and the update before where they said that you can have more than 50 mods, they weren't wrong, but I would not directly have them in my game from the Steam Workshop because my game was extremely laggy and loading the mods took forever. It's strange. I don't know what the difference really is, but just having it locally in the Paralives folder makes a huge difference for me. So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you, is that you can definitely stress this game out. If your computer can handle it and you move it to the right folder, then you can even go as high as 308 mods. And I invite you, please let me know in the comments, how high have you gone with mods, or are you completely steering clear at the moment? Of course, when the next update comes out, I'll have to be careful because I'll just have so many more that can break, and might not be compatible at all. So my plan with that is that I'm going to, once I hear that the next update is out, I will remove my mods first check out the game without them, not load up any of my saves that I'm currently playing, which I'm backing up profusely, and I would then first try out their game the way that it's updated, check if everything's working, and then I will be adding back my mods bit by bit in a test neighborhood, and I will be checking out what works, what doesn't, and only when I have everything back or everything that works back will I load up any of my saves. So that's my plan. And I think that's kind of a safe idea for, making sure you don't lose anything in every single update that comes out. However, you should be prepared that some mods might not work or may take time to be updated, and you should be prepared that some saves might not work. I really hope that will not be the case because I've been working very hard on something that I'd like to actually show you. So I'm going to load up what I'm busy with. Now please don't judge because I am very, very far from done with this. And I'm trying out some things. So there's a lot of people that have shown, or quite a few people at least, that have shown that they're building their own world. I opted for building my own neighborhood. So my headcanon with this is that the Paras live in a suburb of Milano. So they're living near Milano, and all their jobs and everything they do is in Milano, but you don't physically see them in Milano or interacting with each other in Milano. You see them in their suburban neighborhood where they are living. So I really didn't get far yet. And yes, it is surrounded by water. I'm looking into somehow adding something that looks like a bridge that might be kind of connecting them. At the moment, I kind of see this just as this is a slice of the pie, like a slice of the map. And you just don't see further on. It's almost like you have a little curtain around the neighborhood. So I don't view it as an island, even though most people that have shared their building worlds have done it as an island. Now, all these walls are just me having kind of a plan of more or less what I'm doing. Not really, this is not really going to be the buildings, okay? The moment I buy the plot of land, I demolish this and start from scratch. Alright, so what I've done so far is I've placed some of my favorite families that was not corrupted after the last update, because I was not well enough organized. I didn't back all of them up. But I've placed some of my favorites in this neighborhood, and I'm creating more as well. So I'll quickly just take you through. This house is not done. It's a single lady. Whoops. I should maybe just hang on. Just zoom out. A single lady that's living there, the Bricker household. Now, before I continue, let me just tell you how this works job-wise. Because I have no buildings, I tested this, where you can go for your job currently. They literally just kind of disappear off the lot. Which isn't the worst, because if I'm pretending that they're all working in Milano, then it's like she's got in her car and she's left. Okay? And then when she returns, she just appears again at her lot. So, yes, this is not really got the open world feel in that aspect, because you're not accompanying her to work. But it's not the worst, because when she returns, I don't have all that long walk that she has to do. But she can go visit her neighbors. That part is open neighborhood, which I really enjoy, actually. It's kind of a different take of playing. This, for me, I'm kind of having the Sims 2 mindset, like, you know, before Open for Business, or with just the jobs that come with the game. You're sending your Sim to work, and you're at their house waiting for them to return. And once they return, you do whatever else, whether you're skilling or you're sending them over to visit their neighbors. In Sims 2, you could only invite their neighbors over, but here you can actually go visit their neighbors. So that's kind of my intent of playing like that. But I will add some places in the neighborhood, maybe a mall or something like that, where they can go hang out and go to a restaurant or something like that. Because in suburban neighborhoods, you're kind of on the edge. You sometimes have a shopping mall or a little coffee shop or something like that. So I'm intending on adding things like that. Okay, this is the Bricker household. I used her to just buy everything up originally, and just to kind of start off the neighborhood. So she just had a basic outline of a possible house and a computer. I did let her get a job because I was testing everything out with her and just checking, you know, can she actually have a job if there's no buildings available, and what happens. So when you're looking for a job, it just displays the buildings in Milano. The paper now wants to show you things on the map, which you cannot do. It just won't show it because I don't have it. So it will always have the little number here, even if I read the paper. So that's one thing, unless you're adding town events. But I might do that at the mall that I want to build them, you know, add some town events. I'll just have to look in exactly how you do that. I know there are ways, but I'll have to see how that works exactly. So okay, this is her and her house. and her decorative vehicle. And then, oh, I could show you what. She's a physical education teacher at the school in Milano, so she drives there. Okay, that's my intent with her. Then the next family that I have is the Omaki household. And the Omakis consist, let me maybe show their house first. I'm done with their house, by the way. And this is their garages, front door, and then they have a very nice entertainment area over here with a pool. And this is really cool mods, by the way. I highly recommend it. And then I built the girls, well, they're older now, although she can still play on something, presumably. I built them a little jungle gym that they can jump on and climb on and whatever. It's kind of like when they were younger they were doing this, you know, so it's there in their yard. And then over here they have a little garden hut where they keep all their garden equipment. And here on the veranda they can have their nice little barbecue. There's some nice big doors out. You can go outside. And here's their garage with their vehicles, a door into the home, and they have a nice modern looking living area, dining area, and through this arch we have the kitchen, kind of a blue and grey look going on. And then we have a hallway. Here we have mom and dad's room. And right next to next to the exercise equipment, there's something that kind of makes you help exercise. You'll see why soon. And then the master suite also has a bathroom. And next to them we have the bathroom for the kids. Across the hallway we have the eldest sister, Dee. This is her bedroom. And then her younger sister, Tracy. This is her bedroom. So I think she's a preteen, if I remember correctly. So she's still kind of holding on to the kiddie stuff in one way. But she's growing up, you know. That's what I kind of tried to depict with her bedroom. Kind of, she still has all the kiddie stuff, but you know, she'll be a teenager eventually, and then what will happen? She'll have to kind of decide, is she packing it away or holding on to all her dolls? Whereas her sister is a proper teenager, and her stuff is in black and orange. I went for that palette, and yeah, it's a little bit more grown up and more teenage interest, you know? Okay, so that's them. I really like this family. And Dad, Gary, he is an assistant trainer at the gym in Milano. And his wife, Darla. She is a nurse at the hospital there. And then he is a student. Obviously, they haven't been to school a whole lot, so not much has happened there. And then Tracy as well. And personality-wise, Tracy is good at cooking, and she's interested in that. And she's a jester, so she's a bit moody. And yeah, she's kind of got balanced stuff, but she's not very charismatic. Whereas her sister Dee is very balanced in that aspect. She's very peaceful, and she's good at taking care of others, and her talent is music. So I put a guitar in her room. And then Mom Darla, she's very clever. She's a little creative. She's very charismatic, but she's not in the physical realm at all when it comes to physique, she's really just not doing anything about that. Even though she's working in the health field, she's just not paying attention to that. And she's very sensitive. She's good at romantic relationships, but she's not cheating on her husband or anything. She's just a very romantic person. She's a jack of all trades. And yeah, I've given this aspirations that I mentioned in one of my other videos that you can download. So she's a popularity primary aspiration, and she's a fortune secondary. And then Gary, let's look at him first. So he's a trainer at the gym, so he's really the opposite of his wife there. His physique is alright, mind is alright, little bit creativity and charisma, so he's kind of balanced. He's very energetic. He's also good at romantic relationships. His talent is fitness, and he even has some perks there. I played with him a bit. And his primary aspiration is fortune. His secondary is knowledge. So yeah, that's them. Then this is the Rivera household. Okay, let's show you the house in its full glory. He's parked out front. He has a nice garden. This is his front door. He doesn't have a garage. Garage, however you want to say. I'm having some trouble here. I built a pond, but the water keeps drying up. So I guess he has some trouble with his garden pond. Because, I don't know, every time I load up, the water is gone. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that he also has a pool. So I've got more than one body of water on the same lot. Perhaps that's what the problem is. Anyway, so there's water in here. And then I also, you see, I also have over here, and this is supposed to be his hot tub with a barbecue area on the roof. You can actually not get here. It's more for the decor than anything else, but I'm sure you could add some stairs, but I didn't. Okay, his house itself. So when you enter from the front door, I've uninstalled some mods. Okay, there was chairs over here, I promise, but yeah, I've uninstalled some stuff, so that might be why. Anyways, this is where you would have your dining. Then there's a little study nook over here with a piano and stuff. Green. And then over here you have a nice bathroom with a laundry area in it. And if you go through this arch, you get a sitting living room with a TV. Some bookcases and stuff. Green. Now on this side, if you go through this door, you get his kitchen. Kind of neutral kitchen. Right. And through here, you actually have a hallway. And this first room is kind of like an exercise and art, whatever room. It's also like a recreation room, I would say. But it's kind of hinting at the fact that maybe he will have kids one day. Okay, then next to it, he has a spare guest bedroom. All in kind of blues, some pops of color. And then next to that, he has another guest bedroom. And my picture disappeared. Oops. We'll see what to do there. Okay, and then over here is the master bedroom. I put it like this so that it looks like he might be kind of packing stuff out or packing stuff up, kind of hinting at maybe he's newly moved in. Maybe he likes to travel, you know, stuff like that. Kind of hints at that. Maybe this is a family member. Okay. And his name is Tio, and Tio is an animator in Melano. Drives in there every day, or every time he works, and he has some physique points. He's very clever, he's creative, and he has some charisma points. He's a very serious para, and he's good at cooperating, and his talent is technology. He's a knowledge para, and he's got a secondary of family, so he would like a family at some stage. Okay, so that's Tio. We have some homes that's not built yet, but I have placed a family down. So I'll just show you the family, but they don't have anything set up for them yet. So the Carstens household, these are 4 friends that's moved in. I haven't set them up, but I intend on giving them interesting, like different type of backstories. And the idea is they kind of finished up with university and they decided to just live together in a kind of communal home type thing until they each get settled and move out and do their own thing. So that's them. And next to them I have the Adams household. It's mommy and daddy, and he's a teenager, he's a preteen, and he's a child. So I'm kind of exploring everything. This family I did do that with in another save, kind of exploring the different life stages and how they differ from each other. And I did do something that I'm a little concerned about. I'm not sure how that will end up. She was pregnant in my other save that got corrupted, but when I backed them up, she was already pregnant. And she's pregnant here, and I am not sure what's going to happen when this baby is born. I'm a little concerned, but I will keep on saving so that I have a backup to go back to. Not that I quite know how I would fix that, so I'll keep you guys updated what happens and if this kind of messes up everything, so that you know either to do that or not to do that. So that's kind of my question, what will happen. So they also haven't really been set up, so we'll do that. In this household, next to them, I have the Baxter home, and I'll show you this house and the paras. Alright, see? So it's a double-story home. They also have a pool. It's nighttime here, so unfortunately, maybe we can just turn the time to daytime so you can see better. Okay, so they also have a pool over here with a nice relaxing area, bench, and the idea is that this kind of is kind of his own little soccer or football area for their son. Nice big lawn, nice area to relax and have a barbecue. And I downloaded the swing set that's out, that someone created, or I don't know, it's not really a swing set, but like a jungle gym type thing. But I actually built my own swing set over here out of pillars and couches. So obviously it's not functional, but you know. And I see I kind of... Unfortunately, sometimes when you load out and load back in, your stuff ends up floating, and I had to try and fix this, and I see I didn't do a good job with the levels, but okay, anyhow, I'll fix that. So this is something I'm quite proud of. This little house here is not a garden hut. It's actually a playhouse for their daughter. Yeah, I have to kind of do that because this roof was placed up with shift. But anyhow, you can see inside. So she has like dolls with a like doll crib and things. That was kind of the idea, you know. So it's a play area where she can play with all her dolls house type thing. There's plenty of clown stuff, but luckily she will not be playing in here at 3 in the morning. So she'll probably never know what's going on with her toys at 3 in the morning. But I had a lot of fun doing this. This was just so much fun to make. So I had this as a child and I loved it. So, okay, that's that. Then for their home, over here you have garages with their vehicles. It's all decorative, as you know. And then over here is their front door. And you enter through an arch into a very dramatic looking black, white, and gray dining area. Okay, and inside these cupboards, I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, I've actually placed like real dining decor that they would be able to use when they're having people over. And on the side, the idea is that this is for coats, any coats that people might have when they're coming to visit. Oops, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. Through here we have a kitchen and a little breakfast nook, very dramatic looking laundry area. And on this side we have an area where you can sit in front of the fireplace, listen to some piano music, maybe read a book where the staircase is. And on this side you go through a living room, which is more where you can just watch TV and relax as well, with some couches. And the garage also has a door leading in through here. So, oh, something disappeared. I had something under the TV here that's now missing. What happened to that? Okay, just know that there was actually a cupboard here. There was a cupboard with a surface. Okay, when you go upstairs, you have a hallway. The chimney's going through here. On this side you have a children's bedroom. So the idea is that it looks like it was hers when she was little, and maybe she still plays with the toys in here. But then also, if the family does have another child, then, you know, I do have the extra bedroom because I'm intending on possibly letting them have one more. On this side you have mom and dad's bedroom, which is interesting color combination that I tried out. Oops. I really like how it turned out. And these are the closets. So I've just put some clothing, like the idea that it looks like there's some high shelves with clothing over there. And that also can go out on their balcony over there. Alright, and they also have an ensuite bathroom. So this floor I've made the ceilings very high, as you can see, and it's nice luxurious bathroom for them. And then on this side we have a bathroom for the kids, green. And here we have their daughter's room. She really likes purple, it's the story I'm going with. And she has a very cool bed. This is her bed. And some cute little deco things that added details to her room. And then this is her brother's room. For calming the blues. He's a balanced guy. He has some sport interest, but he also likes looking at the stars, has some music instruments. So yeah, that's his room. And that's pretty much their home. So the dad is called George, and George, I have too many teachers. I'll have to just rethink this a little bit. I don't know why I didn't realize I had so many teachers. Anyways, we'll fix that. And then his personality. He is pretty balanced. He's maybe not as creative. He's energetic. He's good at taking care of others. He's a jack of all trades. He's pretty average over here. Primary aspiration is knowledge. Secondary is family. And then his wife, she is not so interested in physique, but good in the rest. She's overjoyed, good at taking care of others. Art is her direction. Average over here, she's knowledge, primary, secondary, family. And job-wise, I did not get her a job yet. Yeah, I'm still busy setting them up. So, but teacher, maybe that was what was available at that stage, but I won't make all of them teachers. All right, then Odette. Odette is just a student. She's got fitness as a talent, and she's got these two skills, but I didn't play with them a whole lot. Her brother, James. So James is pretty balanced as well. He's a very serious para, and his talent is technology. Okay, so that's this family. Alright, so this home was built with the idea of when their son is an adult, he will live here and the parents will be able to kind of live upstairs. So we'll check if that works. Home-wise, they have a nice entertainment area at the back with a pool, 2 balconies over there. And over here we have their garages and the front door. I think something is missing here. I'm pretty sure I put a roof on here, so unfortunately that happens sometimes, you know. Things go missing. Anyways, their garage with their vehicles that have a door leading out to the back with the trash cans, and maybe they're doing something here at the back still, you know, some gardening or something. When you go in through the front door, you have dining room and nice little area with some plants. And oh, again, no, I wonder what's going on. There's something that keeps disappearing. That's not cool. I did move around some mods in CC, so I don't know if something got left out that maybe I used in a lot of the homes. I'm really not sure. Anyhow, living area and a little area with where you can sit down and enjoy the warm fire. Door from the garage and arch to the kitchen. And that's their kitchen. Nice. With also a little breakfast area. Over here we have a bathroom that's quite large. And then you go through the hallway. This is kind of like a guest bedroom, but also possibly study. Here we have bedroom for their son. Very green looking bedroom. And he has a nice big built-in cupboard. And then for the little girl, this is her bedroom. So she has an area when she's a toddler, but she also has a bed for when she grows up. And everything is pink, purple, and turquoise. Very bright and happy looking. And then Through here we have the master bedroom. And I actually took some family photos for this family. They have family photos kind of all over the house, as you can see. And you can also go out to the pool to this bedroom. And then over here we have a nice big bathroom that also has a laundry area in it. So this would be part of the, I guess, the master bedroom's bathroom, although it's not ensuite. Okay. Now upstairs, I've left a blank canvas because I want to try out having elders live in like upstairs area while the main family lives downstairs. I have 2 floors for this though, because I'm not sure, you know, how I will do this. Do I maybe she's still young, she didn't start a family yet or meet someone she wants to marry, and maybe she will live on the top floor. So I will try this out and see, you know, how we go. But that's kind of my intent. That's why this house has that extra space. Okay, so that's their house. And so they're the Storm household. I don't think I said their last name. So Ronan Storm is a receptionist at the clinic, and his wife, Christy Storm, is an animator at Paralives Studios in Milano. When we look at Christy's personality, she's got 1 point in physique, 2 in mind, 2 creativity, and 2 in charisma. She's overjoyed, good at taking care of others, and her talent is art. Now, she's pretty average over here. She's a family aspiration, and her secondary is knowledge. Ronan, on the other hand, has 2 in physique, 2 in mind, 2 in creativity, but he's a bit on the shy side. He's not as charismatic. He's overjoyed, good at taking care of others. He loves food as his talent, and everything is pretty normal. He's also a main family and secondary knowledge, so they're very much alike in that aspect. Then little Jill, she's quite a bit into her toddler stage already, and she's just got 1 in mind. And then Sally Storm, their son, has got 1 in mind, 1 in creativity, and he is a jack of all trades, but he's still got a bit to go to grow up. And then this is the Dermit household. So the Dermit household, this house is actually on the Steam Workshop. I haven't uploaded any other buildings, but this house is actually there. And so this one doesn't have any custom content. Well, it didn't have when I built it, because that's how I uploaded it, but I've added custom content since. Okay, just so you know, like this car, for instance, is custom content, and that I've added since, but originally it doesn't have any. Okay, so they have a parking area out front, and then in the back I have a nice big sandpit for the kids to play. They have some stepping stones out to the pool. Now this pool is done differently. This is a rug that I just put the pattern of water on, because I thought that would be easier if you download it. Obviously you wouldn't have my file with the water, but you could just easily put a pattern of water, and that would be the idea, that this would be the pool. So it's different from my other pools. And then there you can have your barbecue in the garden. So over here on the front, this is where you have the front door between the 2 carports. And when you enter, you have foyer like this, and with some red copper lights, and here you have doors out that exit to the entertainment area. On this side you have the kitchen and laundry area. So I'm very proud of this. I really enjoyed building this. And then on this side you have dining area, and up here you have their living room where they can sit and watch TV. This house has been play tested. It works pretty well. So. And then when you go upstairs, you have your hallway over here. This is the master bedroom. Very dramatic use of color that I was going for over there. And next to that you have a nice calming blue bathroom. And on this side you have their son's bedroom in blue and green. And over here you have a study, family study. And then next to that you have the little girl's room. So she's got a similar color scheme that I like using, but I kind of went for a lighter palette on this one for her. So yeah, lots of toys and things to play with and relax with. Okay, so that's their home. And let's see if I've said much up here. I think she doesn't have a job currently. Jessica, yeah, she's pretty balanced. She's a serious para. She's good at taking care of others, and food is her talent. And she's pretty average over here. She's a family para, and her secondary is knowledge. And let's just see, yeah, she doesn't have a job. She's a homemaker. Then the daddy of the house, he is a gameplay programmer, and personality wise, he's better at physique. He's not maybe so creative. He's serious. He's good in taking care of others, and technology is his field. Average over there, he's a family para with secondary knowledge. And then we have the little girl. She's just got some creativity, Melissa. And then their son, Jim. And Jim has music as a talent. He's got mind and charisma as his skills. So yeah, that's pretty much this family. They are also available in the Steam Workshop. I have them, and I almost think the Storm family. Yeah, I think I've uploaded those two families. But the Storm family may have some different names and things, because for some reason I reused some names. I don't know why. And then when I moved in the families, I realized that, so I made some changes just to, make sure that not everyone is called Jim and James. But anyhow, so those families are there, and this house is the only house that I have on there currently. So that's all I've done so far, guys. There isn't much done over here, but I'm just having fun with it. It's a lot of fun. I can tell you that. And I have a lot of plans. Like here, I would like to do something beachy, and I'm still deciding where to place the mall. I might change the lots a little bit and make one big area for the mall or something like that, and have some smaller restaurants or something. But basically my idea with this inner kind of area is to have my suburban homes over here, and here and there maybe one on that side as well, and then to have things that you can actually go do as if it's like on the side of the suburban area. Can have the beach, can have some stores or some restaurants, something like that. I do also have the mod where you can have your own business. So, you know, that it's like a little table that you can put up and sell stuff. So I will see who I'm going to let, you know, have people own certain lots and run a grocery store or whatever. We'll see how we do that. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, and it's been loads of fun. So, and I guess that's what's important, just to be able to relax and to have fun with your game. So thank you very much for joining me today, guys, and I hope that you will also have some happy life simulation playing, and that you will be blessed and safe. Thank you very much for tuning in and for your support. Goodbye.